I recently got a gig and one of the references that the client came up with was very 80s. So I grabbed a couple vintage old crappy pieces of gear and went to work. But one of the machines that I fell back in love with is this thing, the venerable Simmons SDS400. It was originally made to be used with these very 80s looking octagonal pads, but it works equally well with the beatstep or with drum triggers or with this little trick. And best of all, I paid like only $100 for it. Okay, so here's the thing. I can program a beat on the beatstep or in Logic, have the Simmons play it and then call it a day. But I want to emulate the effect of it doubling a live player. It was a short notice gig, so no live drummers were harmed in the making of this track. But the samples I used have an option to output multiple mics. And here's where it gets tricky. I used the humanize function in Logic a lot to make things sound, well, human. And if this humanized drum beat were playing along to a quantized programmed beat, it would flam all over the place. But the trigger inputs on the Simmons also react to audio. So what I do is I take the kick drum mic and bounce it to another track real quick, send that to the drum machine using the I/O plugin, tweak the sound and just print it. Same goes for the snare to get that nice synthetic retro noise to the backbeat. And it's all totally in phase with that nice big fat analog sound.